Hello, I'm going to do the presentation of the Ciber Anima Virtual Exposition project. This is the structure that was constructed for the presentation of the work. It has a main menu with various options as the Welcome, Introduction, also Poster, Invitation or Catalog. I'm going to start by the poster's studs. These are the final proposals for the poster. They are all quite good proposals. The only reason why they weren't selected as finals is that the chosen poster has an aesthetic more close to the presentation structure. I am going to show you now the final poster. This work had to have a printed version of a poster, an invitation and a catalog. This is the printed version of the poster. I am going to show you now the invitation. Here we have a link for the final version of the invitation, as well as for the studs. As we can see, some studs were made with front and verse separately, and some other have all in the same side. Like this one. That has all the information in one side. Now I am going to show you the final version of the invitation. As we can see, the aesthetics of this option is more related with the aesthetics of the platform of presentation, and the same goes with the backs of the invitation. Now I am going to show you one of the most important parts of this project, the catalog. This is the virtual version of the catalog. Both printed version and virtual version of the catalog follow the same aesthetics. The main difference is that here the background color is black, and the presence of a menu, where we can go directly to the options we want. This is the return button. This is the introduction, which is where we are. Let's go to the disposition and organization of the virtual exposition. We have here the arrows to go forward and backward. Here we explain how the exposition is organized, how the system works, and what programs we used to achieve this result. We have more three options here: artist contacts and back cover. Let's start by the artists. These are the artists that participated in the virtual exposition. Let's go here to my page. All the artists' pages were organized the same way, with the first page explaining the artist's background, experience, a critic to his work, his contact, 2 images, and more 2 pages dedicated only to his work. Here in the contacts we can see the contact number of each artist, and as well the functions they had on this work. Let's take a look at the back cover. Now let's return to the main menu. The part that we are missing to see, it's the most important of this work, and also the one that invested more effort. The virtual exposition preview. When you enter this virtual room you see 8 televisions, all in silence and with different statics. When you pass in front of a television, this is what happens. Let's see it closer. All the televisions on this room have works from different artists and a different presentation static. The mechanism of each television starts when the observer passes in front of each television and stops few seconds after he leaves. The virtual room of this animation is a copy of a space of the Fine Arts University of Lisbon, and the project was made in a way that its materialization is possible and viable. We actually did create the mechanism that would make the television's animation start when in front of an observer, and we did a demonstration in the classroom with 2 televisions. This animation is also present on YouTube. If you search Ciber Anima Virtual Exposition, you will find it on my YouTube page. Now if you click in this link here, it will open an alternative proposal for this virtual exposition, explained with images and texts. In this case, the mechanism would work in a different manner, maintaining the 8 statics in each of the old model computers. When the observer passes in front of them, the animation would start in the small and big screens positioned up. And finally, we are in the last button, where I show the used logo types. All these logo types were created or transformed by me. And now I am going to show you as well how the keywords work, and why they are here. They are here to explain, for example, what a biomechanical being is, or slogan. And if you click in this word, you will be directed to the page where the word is. The same thing happens if you are in the page and click in an underlined word. And I've finished the presentation of the platform. I am going to show you now how the material part of the work resulted. The work had to be delivered in a CD, and this CD had to be inside of a handmade box. And inside of this box had to be as well the printed version of the catalog. Together with this box, we also had to deliver the final version of the poster and the invitation. That is what I am going to show you now. This video was recorded few minutes before the evaluation. This is the box, the front and the backs. We designed it in a way that would be more practical and portable. So in one side you have the CD. This is the CD cover. And on the other side you have the catalog. The printed version of the catalog has the pages in white, to save in printer ink, and to be easier to read. Let's go closer. I am going to pass this images fast, because we already seen the virtual catalog, and this one in terms of text and image organization is nearly the same. This is the printed version of the invitation, the front, and the backs. And finally, the poster. You can find more information about this project, group members and used programs in the credits. Thank you for watching.